Hello, friends! As I float along the Nile, I can't help but look toward the horizon, where ancient wonders still rise from the desert sands. Even after thousands of years, they stand tall, defying time itself. The pyramids. These colossal stone giants are Egypt's most famous legacy, but have you ever wondered why the ancient Egyptians built them? And more importantly, how? Let's travel back over 4,500 years to the golden age of pyramids, when pharaohs decided that simple tombs were no longer good enough. If they were gods on earth, their final resting places needed to reflect that divine status. But before we talk about the Great Pyramid, we need to go even further back. You see, the very first pyramids didn't look anything like the smooth, towering structures we think of today. Originally, pharaohs were buried in mastabas, flat, rectangular tombs that looked more like giant stone benches than anything grand. But then came a man with a vision. Meet Imhotep, a genius architect, high priest, and all-around mastermind. He served under Pharaoh Djoser and had a revolutionary idea. Why settle for one mastaba when you can stack several on top of each other? And just like that, the first pyramid, the Step Pyramid of Saqqara, was born. This was a game changer. For the first time, a pharaoh's tomb wasn't just a hidden burial chamber. It was a monument meant to be seen from miles away, a stairway to the heavens. And once this idea took hold, Egypt was never the same. Fast forward a few generations, and pharaohs were no longer satisfied with step pyramids. They wanted something even more grand, smooth, and perfect. That's when Sneferu, one of Egypt's most ambitious rulers, entered the scene. This guy was basically the trial-and-error king of pyramid building. First, he built the bent pyramid, which started at one angle but had to be adjusted halfway up because, well, let's just say the engineers realized it might collapse. Then he tried again and built the red pyramid, Egypt's first true smooth-sided pyramid. By the time he was done, the blueprint for the Great Pyramid was set. And that brings us to Khufu, Sneferu's son and the man behind the most famous pyramid of them all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Now let's talk about the big question. How on earth did they build this thing? It stands 146 meters, 481 feet tall, made of over 2.3 million limestone blocks, each weighing several tons. And remember, this was done without cranes, bulldozers, or power tools. Theories abound. Some say they used ramps. Others believe they had a system of pulleys, and there's even a theory involving water channels. But no matter how they did it, one thing is clear. It was a feat of engineering unlike anything the world had ever seen. And Khufu wasn't alone. His successors, Khafre and Menkaure, also built their own pyramids at Giza, each surrounded by temples, causeways, and the famous Sphinx. These structures weren't just tombs. They were part of an elaborate religious belief system. The pyramids weren't just meant to house the pharaoh's body. They were designed to help his soul ascend to the afterlife. But here's the thing. Egyptian religion wasn't just about death and the afterlife. It shaped every aspect of life, from the rising of the sun to the flooding of the Nile. And that, my friends, is a story for another journey. Join me next time as we uncover the mysteries of Egyptian religion, a world filled with gods, magic, and the promise of immortality.